To the surprise of no one, SUICUNE Greninja has established itself as the best deck in Pokemon Pocket. This monster represents both a draw engine unlike anything the game has ever seen, and a terrifying 2-energy attacker that can cap out at 120 damage. Pair him with arguably the best Stage 2 evolution ever, and you have a recipe for success. Today I'm going to share a deck to counter the Meta King: Raichu, Zeraora, and Luxray. Today's lineup of attackers not only match up extremely well into SUICUNE Greninja, but offer a strong game against everything else. Luxray is tailor-made to counter SUICUNE and Greninja. Volt Bolt deals 120 damage to any Pokemon on the field. An incredibly powerful attack that consumes all energy placed onto Luxray. Energy that we can recover thanks to Volkner. Luxray's attack one-hit KOs Greninja in the bench and deals 140 damage to SUICUNE if he's in the active slot. Pairing Luxray with Raichu is fundamentally the same as the SUICUNE Greninja combination. We make use of a highly efficient draw engine to complete Luxray's evolution quickly. Because Raichu has a retreat cost of 2, retreating him onto Luxray will provide Volkner with discarded energy to recycle, enabling Volt Bolt immediately. We don't just resort to Volkner for rallying energy though. A full set of Elemental Switch allows us to capitalize on Zeraora's free energy generation at the start of a game. This combo allows Raichu to attack on our second turn while going first, or enable a surprise Luxray attack while holding onto Volkner in hand for a consecutive Volt Bolt. While the overall power level sits under SUICUNE Greninja, this deck offers a great anti-meta option that can capitalize on what is the most commonly played deck in the game. What Pokemon should I put on next? You decide. Leave a comment down below and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It's free. Free is good. Have a swell day. Enjoy the games. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. We're ready for SUICUNE. We even got the SUICUNE coin. Oh yeah. With the Raichu lead, and Shinx, and whatnot, another Raichu as well. Even though, no, this is, no. We gotta be careful because if we develop too much, we can be vulnerable to it. I guess it's not SUICUNE. We want to find Zeraora because we have that Elemental Switch. It seems like running Elemental Switch as a full set when only Zeraora capitalizes it is excessive, but the start, the ability to set up an immediate attack with Raichu is just way too good. And we don't, you know, because we're going second, now we do want to develop Raichu to not get as hit as hard with a red card. They're running dual energy here. So a lot of times this is gonna happen, right? Like we don't really find, but the combo is just way too good. And in a different situation, we just pick up Shinx and we pick up Volkner. So we still got game, even with a couple of potentially dead cards in hand. As they find Greninja immediately. But with Volkner, we are ready. As they hit our Raichu. We Pokeball first to thin out the deck as we continue to draw. Now that Zeraora is kind of useless. And by kind of, I mean like really, really useless. And we don't quite find the pieces yet. I mean, we have the rare candy, we're just missing Luxray. At this point, we can hold on to things for one moment. Let's go for this. Let's hit you. Get the KO on the egg. And welcome Greninja to the fray. As we find Luxray. But we want to keep that spot open so we can develop another Shinx potentially next turn. As we've only played one Pokeball. We have one Pokeball and one Shinx left in the deck. Alongside no Professor's Research. And now they hit Shinx. Yeah. But we're gonna evolve it anyways. Place an energy on it. And fire off a bullet. And draw again. Because we can use this elemental switch to enable Raichu as a surprise later. To finish off the game with Luxray, as we have the XP to pivot. They ping this Raichu right here. And get the KO there. But we're too thick. Greninja alone cannot take us out this way. And we're not vulnerable to another Greninja into Cyrus because we have 90 HP. So the question is, yeah, we send Raichu in, right? We go for the Volkner. But we pivot into you. And we hit you. So, you know, Greninja without Suicune, pretty fine. Pretty easy. Despite of an underwhelming opener, Raichu just allows us to cycle through our deck like crazy. Just because we play Volkner doesn't mean we have to attack with Luxray immediately. Now Luxray is enabled and it's 100% checkmate. Like no matter what they do here, even if they attack our hand, we just don't mind because we got that energy ready on Luxray and they have no way to take it out in one hit. So they can INO. Have us draw a million. Omega lol. It doesn't really matter. Like yeah, they can Tropical Hammer. Like we just snap that. We snipe that Froakie in the back with a good old Volpop. Out of here. So Greninja Executor. Interesting. Round 2. How about Zeraora this time? Oh, not yet. But never say never. Oh. We're just a Pokeball away from greatness here. With this elemental switch. There we go. There we go. And I like to hit this hand so much that I'm going to drop Double Jinx here. To deter them from going for a red card. And just like that, this elemental switch is busted. I gotta try out something with Latios. Okay. Well, good thing we have X speed. And Guzma. The full package. Ladies and gentlemen, get rid of that. Send you to the back. And rally over that energy. Oh yeah. The power! It's just busted. When you get that opener going first and you find Zeraora and Raichu, it's just so strong. That's also why we play one copy of XP, to be able to pivot into Raichu quickly and enable that. Round 3. Against fighting our Nemesis. Hopefully it's like a Poliwrath deck or something. Nope, nope. It's oh dear lord. Well, that doesn't one-hit KO us. And we have Guzma to take away stuff like Rocky Helmet. So we got that going on for us. Oh yeah, I want to deal with that. We definitely want to deal with that. There's the Zeraora. What about Shinx? Beautiful. I'm gonna play the Guzma now to just completely nullify a potential red card from obliterating us here. As we find double elemental switch. They got double research going on though. That's powerful as usual. And they find another tool, but we really wanted to avoid that. I stand behind this Guzma. I do not regret it. There's the rare candy. And here's my bullet. Not drawing what we need though. That could be a blessing in disguise. As we hit them with the bullet again. And we find Luxray. Red card and Mars. Ladies and gentlemen. So we gotta send Zeraora to the front here. To ensure we get the KO on you. As we Lightning Claw you, put them down enough to take you out. Now the problem is if they were to have something like a Celestial Town Elder. That's my biggest worry here. Otherwise, we definitely survive this. Ah! We got Passimian. We got Passimian, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. Going second against Psychic. Double Luxray ready. Okay. Penny. Wow. Wow, they could have hit a Volkner, they could have hit a Guzma, but no, they hit the Professor's Research. They hit the jackpot from the get-go. What the hell? Well, fortunately for us, we do have Luxray online. I just hope that they don't follow this up with like a red card. That would be annoying. Yeah, they just drew the entire deck. Like literally, like 5 cards, like Jesus Christ. And they have Memory Light. Seems a bit excessive, you ask me, but okay. Holy draw. I just really wanted to guarantee that I found Raichu here. I'm gonna drop this Zeraora just to have a little bit of extra board presence, and I'm gonna go for the Voltaic Bullet here. Targeting the Sylveon in the back. Hoping to pick up Volkner. Okay, this person is obsessed with drawing. I'm gonna send Luxray to the front because of the free retreat cost. They're gonna go for the heal and they're gonna attack now. And we're quite simply gonna pivot right back into it. As we have Elemental Switch in there, we're gonna Rare Candy the second Luxray. Put an energy on it. And fire off a bullet. As we find Volkner. And I would like for them to Cyrus me here. I would very much, this person is like, loves drawing cards. Yes, yes, perfect. Perfect. Even another bag is fine, which they're likely to have at this point, to be honest. Did they play a full set of it? Elemental Switch, ladies and gentlemen, allowing us to trigger the Luxray without having to use Volkner, which allows us to fire off back-to-back attacks, which is all we need to close out this game. Literally all we need. As I'm gonna go for double Elemental Switch. And the reason why I'm doing this while I'm placing an energy on you is because if they do red card me, I want to have a higher chance of picking up Volkner for the win. So I'm thinning out my hand and deck in regards to that play. This is, wow. They got Penny and they got Repel and Shiinotic. They really want to find all their pieces. And the deck definitely succeeds at that, for sure. But this Luxray is too damn thick. And way too dangerous. My Volkner comes in, the best gym leader in all of Sinnoh. And I'm gonna zap that Shiinotic. Make him learn. You don't need that. Salty run back. Successful. We did it. All right, how about some SUICUNE? You know, the deck we're trying to counter. No? Okay. I knew this was gonna happen. I just knew this was gonna happen. I'm gonna keep both these in hand because going turn 1 red card against SUICUNE is just silly. Or against any legendary beast, including Raichu. Because I'm just gonna redraw again anyways. So I don't think any sane player goes for red card turn 1 against it. So different variation of a Raichu deck here with Tapu Koko EX. We got the opener. Elemental Switch is enabled. We can resort to it later down the line to trigger Luxray. But now we're on a mission. And that mission is all about taking down this Tapu Koko EX because then the game gets really easy. As they are going to Plasma Hurricane, but we have just enough HP, unless they have red, to not succumb to the Mach Bolt after, especially with no Rocky Helmet. And we find your boy Jinx. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Voltaic Bullet. Let's hit that Raichu. Putting it at range. As we find Luxray. The issue that I have with this kind of approach is like playing Raichu with a bunch of basics kind of defeats the purpose. Like that's why SUICUNE Greninja is so powerful, because SUICUNE is able to easily enable a stage 2 evolution. If you have so much card draw, going with a stage 2 evolution instead gives your deck a lot more power. Right now, the hardest hitter on the board is Tapu Koko, and Tapu Koko is not that impressive at all. And ladies and gentlemen, it's gone. Just like that, it's gone. I think there's Volkner here. And one shot the Raichu there. I like that a lot. Bring you in. Use Volkner to rally the energy. And be done with you. Because this Tapu Koko in front of us is a lot easier for me to deal with. Because it's already weakened. But now I can just take down anything on the board. The moment I top deck into Elemental Switch or Volkner, I automatically win. If not, I pivot and bring Zeraora in. Pika Pikachu. There's the heavy hitter. Now I like the deck more, but still, it's a lot of EX pieces, which makes you a bit vulnerable. They're gonna fire off a Mach Bolt here, and again, Elemental Switch or Volkner. Or Professor's Research into Elemental Switch. Like, there's a lot of ways we just win here. There's Cyrus, okay. Cyrus is dangerous. Now that we've seen this Pikachu, because if they have Elemental Switch themselves, we are in trouble. But I believe in my homie Luxray for the win. Beautiful. Because I'm pretty sure they had elemental switch and then we were dead. All of a sudden, there was so much pressure. That's the power of Pikachu EX. Still very underplayed in my opinion. All right, how about some SUICUNE? It's been a minute. There we go. I like the idea of leading off with Shinx. Unless they meant... Oh, okay, not what I thought. Not what I thought at all. We have the elemental switch, so if we find Luxray, we just get to fire off immediately. The problem is... if they bring Snorlax in with Berry immediately, we are in trouble. And they do. Big yikes. We're gonna have to elemental switch. Bro, I have no other Pokemon. Why don't you auto-select? Okay. Yeah, we just Voltaic Bullet. Knock this out. And hopefully Snorlax stays asleep. Just hopefully. Nope. Okay. Well, hopefully they don't have the other berry immediately. They do not. I repeat, they do not, and 2 Voltaic Bullets can put this other Snorlax at range. For Luxray to finish, but I need to find another Shinx. I do not find it. We keep drawing, but that early berry got us. I took a gamble there, and I paid the price. They have Irida, but that's not enough unless you have like a tool. You have a big Maxalata, are you kidding me? Ugh. And I still do not find my boy Shinx. To protect against the Sabrina, send you in. Okay, they need another Malasada. They have Lyra. They have Lyra, okay. Are we about to get Cyrused? Or are we about to win? Oh, no, no, we're not quite there yet. But we can pivot into you and elemental switch. And pray for no Cyrus. There's a lot of trainers, like supporters, that we're already accounting for. Like, they play Lyra, they play Irida, they play Barry as a full set. And at the very end, the other Shinx appears, but way too late at this point. It all comes down to this. They have Irida. I repeat, they have Irida. Actually, they can't... I mean, if they had Cyrus, they would just brought the other one in. Let me just play this Pokeball because reasons. And let's zap him again. Well, we drew through our entire deck. What is your last pathetic play? Oh god, I'm jinxing it. Oh god. Okay. Oh, this Snorlax was terrifying. That early swing. The Irida, though, no, I think running healing like that on Snorlax is a little bit overrated. You definitely want stuff like Cyrus to finish the game. But I ain't gonna complain. I'm just do what I do best. Kick the weak when they're down. Outta here. And we haven't run into SUICUNE once. That's just classic me. What about now? Ah, there's the water. There it is. Phoebus is not what I was expecting. But every time I've seen Melodic, it's been with SUICUNE, so... Okay, that's not it at all. Okay, there he is. There he is. Took me an entire session, but I found you. I want to find basics first, so I'm not going to thin my deck out of them as we find double Zeraora. That's huge. And we get to one-shot this. We actually get to one-shot this, and this is how we're going to go with it. Like, we're fully deploying here because we enable our elemental switches. Which allows us to capitalize. As they bring in Crab Brawler, but Crab Brawler still cannot one-shot us even though it hits us super effectively initially. It is gonna punch us though, and it's gonna hurt. There's the elemental switch though, which means we can already send in Raichu immediately. We're gonna go for the Professor's Research. See if we pick up Luxray so we can retreat for free. We don't. But we can thin out the last Shinx. And we're gonna retreat manually. To the bench. Elemental switch. Bullet. There he is. Crabominable EX. And Melodic to heal the Crabominable, okay. Crabominable threatens to 2 KO us. Cyrus can destroy our Shinx. We've taken 40 damage, which means we survive by 10. That means we survive by 10. So if we ping you again... with the bullet, we can easily set up the kill afterwards. Because they need to Cyrus my Luxray and hit it with SUICUNE. But that's just not happening. They do have red. And we got lethal on both ends. Only an Irida would have saved them here. But that elemental switch is gonna come in clean. Don't even need Volkner here. All we need is a fast attack to knock it. Concede, hey, for the intro. And knock him out. Clean. So I just did not queue into Greninja SUICUNE in the entire session. I tried, but it's funny because I queue into that deck pretty much every time I record. And the moment I went in with this one, I just didn't queue into that specific deck, but we did face off against Greninja, and we did face off against SUICUNE. So I'll take it. You'll have to trust my word for it. In playtesting, this deck was absolutely slapping it, but you know, it depends on what you queue into. But it's the fact that Luxray one-shots Greninja, right? The fact that that Luxray can just reach towards the bench and one-shot Greninja, and Raichu with the elemental switch. I mean, you've seen it in the other matchups, just how efficient. Like, we have such tremendous openers with this deck. Like, if we don't find Zeraora with Raichu to start firing off immediately, we find Shinx and we draw into Luxray quickly with Volkner. We just retreat and we just kill something. Elemental switch can also allow us to set up a surprise Luxray without consuming the Volkner, so that we can follow up back-to-back attacks with it, which is absolutely insane. And all in all, this deck is hyper efficient, plays really well into the meta as a whole. And I think it's pretty damn solid. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a solid day. Thank you for watching. I was going to say have a solid day twice. My brain is fried at this point. Love you. Have a solid day. Hope you enjoy the matches. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.